Okay, Volley Hobbits, I have a game plan. This game plan evolves around making Julie as free to set as possible. This only works because I have full trust in our defensive capabilities, and yeah. So I'm going to start off with the most complicated rotation first, because it's also our first rotation, and then make way more sense afterwards. So here's how we will be starting off with the receive. So if I'm back here protecting Julie from receive, this normal one, right? Now, once the ball goes over, I'm coming to the front, and so is Julie. Julie is now going to hide behind the blockers. So what's going to happen is liberos here are going to push over to the right instead of left. That's going to come back, and Gab is going to pull back. So what's going to happen here is Gab is now playing back row defense. She won't be blocking. We're only going to be having a two-man front block, which means whoever the two middle and outside are in the front are now going to be standing close to the middle, so that way they can block middle and block their respective outside or opposite on the opponent's team. Again, this one is the most complicated because libero and opposite will be in the wrong spot. However, we won't be able to switch them around because Gab's technically meant to be in the front here, which will be back. Right. Now let's say we've won the set. So what's going to happen? I'm going to come up to serve. Zach's going to come to the front. Gab's to the front. And right. So this handsome fella here is going to serve. Going to come in. And now the ball has gone over the net. Gab is going to pull back here. Julie's going to go to the front here. Cedric and Zach will come to the front and be two-man blocking. Julie still hiding behind here. Julie's job in defense-wise is if Cedric or whoever is blocking one touches it and it falls behind, she should be able to underarm receive it up, and someone should, like Gab probably should be able to set it from there. But if it's like a proper tip or roll, Gab should be there to defend it now instead of Julie. And let's say Julie now goes to set it, like the ball goes over, let's say I receive it, ball goes up, everyone just goes back to how they would normally attack. Ball goes over, let's say Zach attacks, ball goes over, then back to this, pulls back, Julie hides behind again. Hope this makes sense. That's basically Julie's job. So now let's say loose point, we rotate. It's going through until we get so let's see here. See, and then Cedric comes to the back. New middle comes in. Right, so Cedric goes to serve. Obviously, you start it like we start like this. Once Cedric serves and he comes over here, once again, Gab's going to pull back. Like as if we're going to pull here, hide behind, Cedric's going to be here. Hope that makes sense. Now, we lost this, so Cedric comes off. Liberos come in. Woo, Zach. Okay, so now we have to defend. Right. Now, Jack will now push through. Run cook. Get Billy hides behind. Go back, come around. Same thing. However, I do want to point out here is liberos. You will now get a perfect view of the cross, because Zach is going to block the cut. The cut is basically when the ball lands on the front view lines. So this area here, you should have a perfect view of that cross, which means you'll be able to see if it's out. You should be able to have a better eye of receiving it. Same thing with whoever the outside is at the back here. You have a way better eye of this ball. So I could probably see that if they're trying to go for more of a line, I can actually move in more this way. And if it is a perfect line, we've got now Gab at the back, right? If Julie, we have no Gab. So that way, if Gab receives it, Julie can sit it. Boom, boom, boom. Point. This should work. This is what I've been trying to make you guys do for the last couple of weeks. That's why I've been making middles, trying to push right. Why I've been trying to get the liberos to have better vision of the ball. If they can't see the ball, they're in the wrong place, that kind of thing. But from what I've seen, we've got the defensive capabilities to make this work. This will give Julie the perfect position to sit. They should be able to get the ball up more often. They should get them not seeing any of those holes that they normally would see with those lines open with our shorter hobbits at the front. Because now there is no free line, right? We have a middle now blocking that line. And we've got this great defensive back now. If you have any questions, please ask before Tuesday. If it comes to Tuesday and you have no idea what's happening, that's not good. But this system is how we're going to take down not just the Justice League, but everyone. But this will be the first time using it will be against the Justice League, so they will have no idea it's coming. That's why I've waited. Because I know this will work, and we're going to surprise them, and we're going to defeat them so well. We're going to stomp them. Anyway, let's go, Hobbits.